Hi everyone, thanks for clicking on today's video. I'm here doing December Daily Day 3 and I'm doing a gingerbread theme today. To everyone who's new here, thank you very much for clicking on this video and for watching my December Daily uploads. And to everyone who's returning, especially those that commented recently saying that they watched last year's December Daily process and have come back to watch this year's, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed it enough to come back and watch this year, so I hope I'm not disappointing you. So I'm doing the gingerbread theme. Like I said, this is a pocket on the right hand side there. That gingerbread house is a Paige Evans cut file, so page by page on Etsy, and at the top I've just added that little pull tab which is like gingerbread men as it goes. This gingerbread man, so I just went on Google and I searched for gingerbread man outline and I sized it to the A5 size using Word, pretty straightforward, and I've just cut it out really roughly on just some cheapy copy paper, not coffee paper, and I've cut him out and I've sort of done my design on it, having a little play around with how I want my gingerbread man to be. So I'm going to use this for my text. So what I've done is I've cut it out and I'm going to use it as a template. I'm going to draw around it and I'm going to use my typewriter to do the font as sampled here. I didn't go through the whole process. The typewriter, it just wasn't working out well. You can see on the back here, this is my third attempt at doing this, and I was getting too close to the lines because I couldn't see them because of the typewriter. So adding those marks, so you can see where the arms are, where the rickrack's going to go, really helped me to kind of visualise where the writing needs to be. So I'm going to cut round it and I'm going to stick it onto that page and add my rickrack. While I was at it, I cut the photos out of me and the kids in the process of doing our gingerbread houses and trees. My son did a house, a mini house, and me and my daughter did gingerbread trees. Of course, you could draw the gingerbread man as well. You don't have to use a template. I just wanted to make sure it was even on both sides, and to be quite honest, I didn't have the brain power today to sit and do it perfectly. I mean, to get it even on both sides, you could fold a piece of paper in half, draw half the gingerbread man and cut it out, and then you've got it perfect on both sides. It was just as easy to whip onto Google and get a template. So I made a point to rub out all the pencil marks, obviously where the rickrack's going to go. I didn't necessarily need to rub that out because I'm going to stick that over there, but I just wanted to rub it out anyway. And I went round the edge to make sure that there were no pencil marks from where I've cut around the pencil lines that I drew. This is definitely not cut out perfectly, people. So if your cutting's not great, do not worry, it'll add to the authenticity of the junk journal style. And I'm preaching here because my cutting is definitely not perfect. So I toyed with the idea here of adding this gold doily that I found in Hobbycraft today. I think it was just a little bit too gold for this page. I wanted the gold sparkly ones, but I can't seem to find any. I can't remember where I got them from. It was a few years ago now that I bought those, so we'll keep my eyes peeled. I liked the idea of a doily because you tend to use doilies for baking and lining plates and things. I thought if you've got gingerbread men on a plate, you could put a Christmassy doily on top of it. But yeah, I just didn't love the way it looked underneath this gingerbread man, so I'm just going to stick it on the page as is. It looks just as nice, kind of hanging out there by himself. So I'm going to glue in with some Yoo-Hoo glue stick and just stick him down. So he's stuck down, I'm happy with him. Time for the rickrack. The rickrack actually inspired this. I wasn't sure what to do on that left hand side because it was so busy on the right hand side. I just wanted a bit of a statement image or something to go there. And I saw the rickrack poking out of my little sort of ribbons and trims box, and I thought, yes, gingerbread man, what a better way to showcase my text for today, my writing for today, than to add some rickrack and make him like a proper little gingerbread man. I was going to do an actual face and whatever else, but trying to replicate gumdrops and whatever else I think was just a little bit too much for me today. So I left the face off, and I thought the rickrack would just kind of bring the gingerbread man to life without overdoing it. So I've had one lady say in a comment that she's doing December Daily as well, and I'm really sorry I don't remember off the top of my head. I should have written it down. But I went over to subscribe. I subscribed to your channel, and I will make a point of having a little look at the videos that you've done so far later as well to get some inspiration. And so if anyone else is doing December Daily, feel free to put your name down the bottom and let me know, and I can go and check your videos out as well. All the inspiration I can get, the better. So we can do this together and just draw inspiration from each other. I think that's the beauty of YouTube, is it not? So all I need to do now, I've done my rickrack, I'm loving the way it looks. I'm just going to add my number, so I'm pulling out my little folder that I've got in my ephemera folder with my numbers in that I cut with my Cricut. And if anyone's interested, these numbers I cut with the font American Typewriter. I think I downloaded it from DaFont. It's a free font, obviously for personal use only, but it's a free font. So I added it onto my PC, and obviously it then installs into the Cricut software so I can cut it out. And I really like these numbers. I used these last year as well, and I think they're an inch tall. I'm pretty sure I've just done them an inch tall. Obviously you can do them whatever size if you're going to cut your own numbers out. And this is a perfect example of why I've not added the numbers prior to actually doing the pages, because I'd have had to peel this number 3 out to get the gingerbread dude's foot stuck down, and it just brings back memories from last year of just trying to peel up numbers and then just getting in a real mess with it. So I learned my lesson. Numbers are going in last. So, and it just adds that sort of nice sort of groundedness, that wholeness to the page, I feel. I didn't want the foot over the number, that would just look weird. So I'm happy with my number, happy with my gingerbread man, happy with the text. I just need to get the photos in here now. And a lot of this video is sped up. I want to keep these videos pretty short. I don't want to keep you here for 25 minutes, half an hour a night, which is roughly how long these spreads are taking me. Bearing in mind, mine are taking me a little bit longer because I'm trying to film them as well. So it's a little bit trickier. It's not as free flowing as it would be if I was just doing it. So your spread only needs to take you about 10 minutes a night. And it's you know, obviously it's enjoyable, so I don't mind spending that time on it. So here's the photos that I've done. I've done a little collage on the back, and I lined it up so it's on the back of that one photo. I'm trying to kind of keep paper and things to a minimum so my journal doesn't get massively bulky this year. So I have this gingerbread house box. This is the box that my son's gingerbread house came in, and I thought I'd use this pattern on the side. I don't love the pattern, but it is the box that the gingerbread house came in, and I thought it was just fitting to keep a little snippet of the actual packaging. So I have a tab punch, and I'm just going to cut a tab out of that cardstock. So I don't want a great deal in my journal. I just wanted a little snippet of it because it just adds that authenticity to the journal. And I'm going to just glue it quickly to hold it in place, and then I'll pass it through my sewing machine just to make sure it's really well stuck on there. And that literally completes this spread. So I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you to everyone again who watches my videos, and a shout out to my mum who watches every video of mine, my sister, my cousin, my auntie, my friend Danielle. They're all friends, family of mine who have gotten into junk journaling and are starting their junk journal journey with December Daily, and they're doing it with me. We have a WhatsApp group and we share our spreads and things, and it's just a really nice little thing to share together, to do it. It's kept us going throughout the lockdown and stuff. We've done some Zoom crafting sessions, and you know, it's just been a real nice way to connect with everybody and for everyone to just get into something new and try something a bit different. So you know, if you fancy having a go at it, then just start, have a go. Anyone could do it, any level of crafting experience, you can do this. It's really, you know, just start and see where you end up. That's my only advice. But I hope you like the spread anyway. I love how it's come together. It's very simple but quite, you know, intricate at the same time with that cut file on the right hand side, and I just like how it's all kind of balanced itself out together. I've got a little piece of packaging there to make it authentic, and yeah, it just reminds me of a nice evening that me and the kids had together doing our gingerbread houses and trees, of course. So thanks again for watching, and I will be back to speak to you again tomorrow. Bye for now, guys.